All right, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for tuning in. Friday night, I am recording this. This is going to be just one topic. One topic tonight. We're going to talk about Roki Sasaki signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers. They just picked up their 33rd starting pitcher for 2025. I'm sure everybody is so thrilled for them around baseball that they got another ace style pitcher. Well, by the way, is not going to get paid real money for 6 years. Let's talk about it. There's a few things that I want to get into here. First off, I don't think it's really a shock or a surprise. I think that song and song and dance that was going on. Listen, I was talking about this morning on my show, and I've said it before. I said that the only story about Roki Sasaki is if he does not sign with the Dodgers. That's the only story. So I don't think this is, crazy news, breaking news. Oh my gosh, I had no idea Dodgers were involved. I don't think it's any of that. But it's still obviously big time news. So three things that I want to hit on. I want to hit on just the actual details of Roki Sasaki signing with the Dodgers, kind of how we got to this point. Shohei Otani's impact on that Los Angeles Dodgers organization. I don't think people really realize the ripple effect, nor do I think the Dodgers realized what the ripple effect was going to be by getting Shohei Otani. I'll spend some time on that. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are now officially the villains of Major League Baseball, and maybe you can call it a sports. If you are the villain, you're doing something right. If you're not the villain, obviously everybody's rooting against you. I want to talk a little bit about that. I'm in line. Rooting against you. Where do I sign up? I'll lead. I'll lead the line. You guys obviously know I'm a San Diego Padres fan, but I'm here to break it all down. All right, let's start here with Roki Sasaki. So the news actually came out on Instagram. So I think that's the new thing to do is Shohei did it on Instagram. I think Blake Snell also announced on Instagram when he was signing with the Dodgers, and now Roki Sasaki is doing as well. Here's what Roki Sasaki said. He called this a very difficult decision, but I will do my best to make it the right decision when I look back after my baseball career. Puts up it's a baseball cap of the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium on top of a baseball bat and in the Dodger seat. So that's how he made the decision. I think a couple things coming to mind right out the gate, but just real quick, he's 25 years old. Because he spent less than 6 seasons in the Nippon Professional Baseball League. He's signing a minor league contract, and he'll follow a path of players selected in the amateur draft. He cannot get paid, really get paid for 6 years. He is going to make $6.5 million from the Dodgers. Teams were obviously trying to figure out what they can do with the international bonus pool money. Earlier this morning, we found out that the Padres were starting to spend some of their international pool money. So instantly you kind of started saying to yourself, all right, well, if that's what the Padres are doing, then they're probably out of the mix, which they were. And then the Toronto Blue Jays I think, found a way to free up an extra couple $1 million earlier today for nothing because they're not going to sign him. And I personally don't think they were ever in play. I did think it was probably going to be the Padres or the Dodgers, with the Dodgers kind of the heavy favorites. They've been the heavy favorites. So I'll go back to what I said from the beginning. It is an organization right now that pretty much is running Major League Baseball. I think what's really impressive with the signing for Roki Sasaki, the Dodgers we know they can throw their weight around, and they can offer $700 million to Shohei, and they can offer hundreds of millions of dollars to all these other different free agents, and whether it's Blake Snell or Freddie Freeman or re-signing Mookie Betts, whatever the case. We know they could throw. Will Smith got 100 and change. We know they could throw money around. But one of the things that the Dodgers do very well that's probably not talked about enough is their development of players, their development of pitchers. I'm sure Roki Sasaki looked at the Dodgers and said, all right, well, they got a number of guys that they were able to crop within their farm system, have had a lot of success. Now, the one issue that the Dodgers do have, and I think, if you just look at these last couple of years, they also got a lot of pitchers with a lot of injuries, a lot of Tommy John injuries. Walker Buehler, two of them. Dustin May, we know his story. Tony Gonsolin, the most recent. There are players out there, but I don't know. Is that a Dodger problem, or is that more of a baseball problem where everybody's trying to throw the ball 105 miles an hour? But the Dodgers has certainly had their fair share of that. So, yes, the Dodgers can beat you because they can outspend you and they have the resources, but they're also a well-run organization that knows how to dot their I's and to cross their T's, and they are 100% running Major League Baseball, running circles around Major League Baseball. And it didn't just start yesterday. It's been going on, but they finally just cashed one in. And now it's like, all right, well, what the hell happens moving forward from here? So those are the details on the Roki Sasaki deal. Let me kind of move on from there, because one of the other topics that I wanted to get to, by the way, I appreciate you guys hanging out and listening to my thoughts here on Roki Sasaki. And whether you're always a part of the morning show when I do the Sliwa show, or, for example, tonight when I do the post-game show of the Lakers, I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys don't mind subscribing to the channel, it would be great. I don't think people truly understand the impact Shohei Otani is having on the Dodgers. I don't know if people truly, truly understand. I genuinely believe this. When Shohei chose the Dodgers, because anybody was going to give him the money, it just came, few of the markets who can afford that type of scratch that kind of check. I don't think people really genuinely understood the impact he was going to have on the Dodgers to this extent. And I don't think the Dodgers knew it as well. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When Shohei signed with the Dodgers, they weren't just getting a generational player that is probably the greatest baseball player we've ever seen, at least in my generation. My generation, if I go back and I'm like, oh, it's Barry Bonds, it's Ken Griffey Jr., it's Pedro Martinez, it's Mariano Rivera, it's Tony Gwynn. I'm combining two players into one. That's why Shohei is unbelievable. And, oh, by the way, he can 50-50 last year and everything else they did. Not only were the Dodgers getting this unbelievable baseball player, but here's what was happening. And I don't know if they calculated all this, because I don't think you could, but here's where we're sitting today, the impact that Shohei has had on the Dodgers, okay? We all know that he defers $68 million a year. We know that. Okay, well, what did the Dodgers do with that money? It allowed them to go get guys like Tyler Glasnow, Teoscar Hernandez, Blake Snell, whoever they sign. Just know that $68 million a year they get to use to go out there. Now, I know there's other contracts out there that are deferred by the Dodgers. I know that's a major conversation around baseball fans out there saying, so they're just going to not pay anything today and they just pay it in 10 years. Well, they got the ability to do that, but put that to the side. The moment Shohei came to the Dodgers, it became this just spending spree, because they had to also show Shohei, hey, we're not just taking that money and doing nothing with it. We're going to go back and reinvest it. So that's the impact Shohei had right out the gate when he signed his contract. First off, he's the best player in baseball, and there's no close second place there. And then the second part of it was, now they could go sign all these other literally all-stars, Cy Young Award winners. They can go out and get additional talent to the talent that they already had. Here's the other impact that he's had on the Dodgers. His relationship. Don't think that Yamamoto and Roki Sasaki are not a part of the Dodgers because of Shohei Otani. Shohei Otani is the reason Yamamoto and Roki Sasaki are Los Angeles Dodgers. That's in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe Yamamoto would have signed with the Dodgers either way. But I will tell you, the moment that he got there, that was the first domino to fall. Are the Dodgers still, making sure they're putting their organization in position? Yamamoto, how much you want? 12 years, 325. Here's 12 years, 325. So it's not like, they're shortchanging him or anything along those lines. But I believe Yamamoto's a Dodger because Shohei is a Dodger. I believe Roki Sasaki is a Dodger because Shohei is a Dodger. It's funny, the things that we were hearing, and maybe that's why other teams thought they had a shot at him. What we were hearing was Roki, not really necessarily crazy about a big market, is not a fan, doesn't want to be in the limelight, doesn't want that media attention, any of that stuff. Wants to be at a place where it felt like, maybe it's a little bit quieter is better for him. He's on the Dodgers, So whatever that chatter was in that conversation, I don't really think means anything. When the dust settled, he's a Los Angeles Dodger. And I really, really do believe that a big reason why is because Shohei Otani is there, which brought Yamamoto there, which now brought Roki there. And who knows what else happens after that. Okay, let me tell you another ripple effect of having Shohei Otani on the Los Angeles Dodgers. His star power is making LA hundreds of millions of dollars, if not in the bills, right? If not in the billions. His star power has taken over the entire Japanese market who loves their baseball. And probably that ripple effect is also including just a lot of those Asian countries that are around Japan that are also baseball fans are like, oh, you know what? This is pretty interesting what's happening in Los Angeles. The ripple effect from that perspective. I think that there is, and by the way, he's only in year one of a 10-year deal, and they already won a World Series. I don't think the Dodgers even thought by getting Shohei Otani the layers of a ripple effect that it would have. So there's your piece on Shohei Otani. The last thing that I want to get into, I want to get the hell out of here, is a lot of the articles that I'm reading right now, the Dodgers are now officially the villains. First of all, the Dodgers you didn't need Roki Sasaki to become the villains. You already have an unbelievable roster with an unbelievable amount of players, with an unbelievable payroll, with a $350 billion, I think, net worth, or whatever their worth is the Guggenheim Group. I think they were already creating that for themselves. I don't think Roki Sasaki got them over the top, but let's just play this out real quick. They are officially the villain. Everybody is, of course, mad at the Dodgers, but I will tell you this. I don't really know why you're mad at the Dodgers. You should be upset with the structure of baseball before you're upset with the Dodgers. But I will also tell you this. MLB doesn't care, because you know what's going to happen when the regular season, the 162-game season starts, whatever the case is. You're going to watch the villain. And villains are usually good for business. So if you think Major League Baseball is going to change anything, I don't think that's going to happen. But I think the anger towards the Dodgers should not be at the Dodgers. The Dodgers are playing within the rules, and they're just using their resources. And frankly, I think they're playing chess while everybody else, or a lot of other teams, are playing checkers. So with that being said, if you're upset, I would share that energy with Major League Baseball. But Major League Baseball, you know what they're saying right now? Everybody's talking about the Dodgers. Everybody has an opinion about the Dodgers. Everybody has an opinion about Roki Sasaki. Everybody has an opinion about that payroll, that team, the potential dynasty that they're trying to build. Whatever you want to put together in that regard. I will say this. The one thing that I will say about Major League Baseball that they have to be careful of, as a sport, you want as best as you can to give teams an equal playing field. Clearly in baseball, that's not the case. Now, it doesn't guarantee you a World Series. It doesn't guarantee you a dynasty. But I think what the Dodgers are proving is it guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. And I think what they're also starting to prove is, well, we're going to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I mean, go look at their starting rotation this year. How many aces are on that squad? And then you got, obviously, the dangerous bats that they have. I give the Dodgers credit for how they have, built their franchise and done everything that they've done. Obviously, they're spending money, all that stuff. But from a baseball perspective, the one thing that I would be concerned about, are you building um are you building a sport where when spring training starts, you can already wipe out 25 teams that don't have a shot to win it all, or 23 teams that don't have a shot to win it all. What I don't think you want to create is 80% of your league knowing that, yeah, we can't win a World Series. And even if we got to the playoffs, how the hell are we going to beat that? Now, I will say that we've watched enough playoff games where anything can happen in baseball, but what they're building, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how I, I don't know how you competitively can hang with the Dodgers right now. And I don't care if you're in the NL West, if you're in the NL, you're in the American League. It kind of doesn't matter. They are built to beat anybody, anywhere, anytime. So that's what I got for tonight. I just wanted to put together a quick video. Roki Sasaki is officially a Los Angeles Dodger, and the ripple effect that comes with it. We'll talk more about the signing and baseball and everything else that happens. We'll do that on Monday. Tonight, I will be doing a Lakers postgame show, and then Sunday I'll be doing a Lakers postgame show as well. Thank you for hanging out. Please subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday night. Thanks, everybody.